Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. It's Layla here. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm getting dressed, so I'm here.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Hi. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on here in Las Vegas. Boy, I tell you, at work, people are getting sick, so I'm upping up my immune system. We don't have time for this.
No,
We don't. My
absolutely.
voice is my business.
Well, thanks for being
Exactly.
on.
Sending
Thank
you love,
you.
Layla.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Ooh, it is chilly here in Prescott. Okay, so we'll just wait. Well, we're at 9:31, so we'll just get started. Thank you everyone for joining Michelle and I this morning. Marisa is coming back today from a personal growth um, seminar, and in 2 weeks, uh, she's going to have the people on our team call that she's learning from this weekend. So that will be exciting. Next week, we have Kevin Messerschmidt joining us on our morning call, and that is going to be amazing. He spoke on our leadership call last week, and I had forgotten how amazing Kevin's coaching and his delivery is. Just he's a storyteller. So we're super excited about that. And first, Michelle and I would like to welcome anyone. Does anyone have anyone that they'd like to introduce or tell us about that isn't on the call right now? Celebrate some wins. We know there's wins. Come on.
Yep. So I have a new person that I am going to be onboarding this week. She just joined. Her name's Leslie, and she is just had surgery on the 15th. So just send prayers because she's still healing and recovering, but she'll be joining us soon. But you'll love her. She's a teacher by trade. So Leslie will be joining
Awesome.
us soon.
Oh, Michelle, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. I thank you for introducing me to her on the text thread. So I had a fun thing, you guys, on Friday or last week on Thursday. I just want to share this with you because timing is everything. And if we're not talking about the business to people, we are missing out. So I was meeting with another fellow beauty business owner here in Prescott. We've been trying to connect, and we were kind of about to reschedule last Thursday. We were considering rescheduling, and then we said, let's just get together and we'll just have coffee. And she knew that we wanted to talk about LifeVantage. She'd been intrigued about the college, and this was our second meeting. And so we got together, and it came up, and she asked all the pointed questions. She has network marketing experience, and she told me that she wanted me to chat with her best friend because they, on Saturday, 2 days after our coffee meeting, were going to go down to Phoenix to another network marketing opportunity meeting, and they were actively looking for a business to do together. And so on Friday, she texted me and said, can you meet with both of us this afternoon? So I rearranged my schedule, met with both of them, and they both signed up. And I mean, they were about, you guys, to go to this other company meeting on Saturday. So point being, just be open to possibility, be open to Michelle and I were chatting this morning. I really believe that after what happened last month with LifeVantage, we all need to go back and readdress our story. Because who feels like their story has changed a bit in the last few months? Yeah? Anybody want to share? Michelle or Jack, would you like to add? Like, the way that you would present your story before, how has it changed a bit?
Jack, do you want to go first? Go ahead, he says. I read your lips. So for me, I think my story would be that I decided. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that, but I just decided last month that I was running and I didn't know like how high I could go, but I also didn't have anything telling me I couldn't. And so I think sometimes in our mind, we just put a limitation on ourselves, like, oh, we can just go the next rank. Well, no, just blow it out and do a couple more ranks. And so it's really just a decision. And I was the person, and my team, it wasn't me, it was our team did it. But without my energy being right and my decision being right, I'm not sure the team would have ran. And so I think it's important for you guys to just decide, like, okay, I'm going. Like we have I would say we still have half a month left, really, if we think about it. And there's a holiday in there, but the holiday is only one day. And so, a lot of people will go, oh, I'm taking that week off. Well, how about you just take the day off or the day and the day after off? Like you don't have to take off the whole week because it's Thanksgiving. I mean, again, that's a personal choice, but we've got people love to Black Friday shop. You can make your own specials if the company doesn't, but every year I've been with LifeVantage, they do something for Black Friday, the week of Black Friday. And so I think it's just, deciding like, okay, I'm gonna either hit the same goal this month and maintain, or I'm gonna go above that. But it's really just you deciding and then rallying. But guys, as far as my health journey, that story's changed too. So I'll share with you guys, I'm only down 3 pounds in the month, but my weight has been going up and down. And so what I know is my hormone is self-regulating and it's finding its new normal. I'm sleeping well. My mood is so stable, very constant, but I'm down 23 inches. I just was wearing leggings that were a size 12. I bought size 8 this weekend. Like guys, I'm like, I don't care about the pounds when I feel good and my clothes are getting smaller. Like who cares what the pounds say? And my muscle's up, and we must remember that muscle weighs more than fat. And so who cares if the pounds are, just a little different? It's really the numbers that count. And so do measure if you're not measuring, but make a decision. And I decided that I'm going to be a product of the product for GLP-1. And so I'm not going to be like, oh, it's only 3 pounds, I'm quitting. No, I'm down 3 pounds. Congratulations. And 23 pounds or 23 inches, 23 inches, 23 inches. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens at 12 weeks because they said most people saw most of their success at 12 weeks. So I'm only 4 weeks in. Like I still have 8 weeks to go to get the best results yet. So I think it's just
Exactly.
deciding that you're here and you're, like if you're not having fun with it, I think we have to readdress what's happening because I think this business is fun.
I agree. I love that, Michelle. Oh, Mia asked, is that total of
It's
23
the
inches
whole body. Yeah.
whole
23
body?
is everywhere. Yeah.
That's amazing,
But
Michelle. And I,
most of it is hips and stomach, which is where I carry most of my weight anyway. And so, like, I literally, my hips feel tighter. And I'm like, and my stomach, I've been putting on shirts and they're like loose and baggy in the front now. And I'm like, yes. So I'm elated. 3 pounds, I'm like, I'm even happy with just 3 pounds, like
this is
elated.
wonderful. I'm so glad you mentioned this, Michelle, because this is something that if you're seeing posts in the group, friends, of people commenting negatively about only losing 3 pounds or losing 2 pounds, really, these are the questions, and share Michelle's story. If you don't have a story yet, say, well, I have a friend who actually the scale only moved 3 pounds, but she lost a total of 23 inches on her body. And some of the people that are commenting about the scale not moving, I've said to them, are you measuring yourself? Well, I didn't think I needed to do that, or I'm doing it here and there. So,
Yep.
and asking them, how are you sleeping? How's your mood?
Yep.
All of these things are indicators of good health.
Yeah,
So
so Kevin, my
that's
boyfriend,
huge.
didn't need to lose weight at all. Like all of his numbers are green. Like he's the healthiest person I know. And so his numbers are all the same except for 3.25 inches all over his body. And so like, but like and pardon me, I shouldn't even say this, but I'm like, oh, I was like, when I look at him, I'm like, oh, you look even better. I was like, I thought he was gorgeous before. Now he's even better. So so it's kind of fun, because he didn't need to
Exactly.
lose any weight. Like I need to lose weight. He doesn't. And so, but he said it's changed his relationship with food. He's not thinking about food all the time. And I'm like, this is a healthy person. Like he, again, probably one of the healthiest people I know. And so, but he's loving it and he's diligent. He never misses a day of doing it. And so, he's becoming a product of the product.
I love it. I love it, Michelle. Thank you. And Michelle, can you just add before we go to Jack, would you mind sharing the exponential growth of your pay? You don't have to share specifics,
Oh no, I don't
but
mind sharing.
that's part of your story. Part of her deciding had a huge impact on her paycheck.
Yeah, so guys, and some of you know this, some of you don't, but I had a gap in my income when I left employment with Tony Robbins. And And so I was like an $800 gap. And I'm like, I have to cover this gap. So I got a part-time job and I was sitting at a gym, literally welcoming people to the gym, doing nothing. I couldn't multitask, and yet I had a million things to do. And so I was like, and I actually got in trouble for multitasking. And so I was like, okay, I can't do this job. So I gave my notice, and I was making 1,200 a month with that little part-time job, working 80 hours a month. And when I decided to build this, because I went to an event and got excited, without going to that event, I don't know that I would have been as excited as I was. And in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, that two week run, last month my paycheck was $21, and this month my paycheck was $2,300. So I blew that part-time job out of the water, working way less hours. By just making a decision and running. And so I was elated when I got my daily pay, and then I got my check on top of it, 2,300 total with the daily pay and the monthly commission. But I was like, okay, this is worth it. And I had way more fun, and I wasn't getting in trouble for multitasking here.
She texted me. She said, I just got yelled at for using my phone. Oh, this is great, you guys. So Michelle, thank you. So that is where, thank you for being a great example of, how does our story change? As Michelle's, I've heard her tell her story beautifully on several meetings, and talks about having a career in network marketing, being able to be a stay-at-home mom, working her VA business, raising her daughters at home, all of that. And now this is a new element to your story of my business relaunched on October 11th. And I made a decision to really take a second run at it. And I grew my income by, what did you say it was, Michelle? I don't even know the percent.
Yeah, it's like 1,000%.
A thousand percent.
Yeah,
Right.
1,000%.
So
In
that's
a
a
2 week
story.
window.
That's a story. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you. Jack, you want to add how has your story changed?
You're muted, Jack.
It's interesting. In September, I was pushing, oh, we've got this new technology, et cetera, and without having all the facts, I was pushing it, and a lot of people showed interest. Ironically, anything that's happened it's all been basically Protandem, the dual synergizer, or just Protandem. For whatever reason, well, I think part of it is because they know they can't get, they're back ordering the mind body system. And so they're saying, well, I'm just going to focus on the Protandem. So I was originally in September focused on the mind body system. And what I'm getting results are, I'm not getting the mind body resistance people or interest again, but I'm getting the Protandem and the dual synergizer and even some tri synergizer interest. It's Unfortunately, it's not changed dramatically. I've got a whole bunch of people in the wings now. So hopefully next month that's going to take a swing. As for myself, it's interesting. This time of year, I'm doing all sorts of work around the house and the yard, raking leaves, finishing up the garden for the season. And what I'm finding is on the mind body system, normally about halfway through the morning, I'm like, oh, I got to get something to eat. I'm just not there. It's whatever's happening. And I thought, it's just like, is this becoming a meal replacement? No, it's just basically my body's not saying, you got to eat something, you got to eat something. It's hanging in there. And then when I sit down, I'll have a good meal, but it's not like mid-morning I have to stop for something, or mid-afternoon I have to stop for something. And that was what I always did. Midway through, I'd eat something to keep my energy level up. My energy levels have been incredible. I mean, I've been garden work, splitting firewood, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. The other day, a neighbor's tree fell down and he needed it cut up. And I was out there the whole morning and never got any hunger pangs, which normally when you're working that hard, you get a hunger pang. And I don't have them right now. And at the end of the day, I just eat a really good meal and I feel great.
That's awesome. Imagine what our bodies are so happy when our blood sugar is regulated, right? Because you feel terrible when it dips, and then you don't feel so great right when you eat, even right after, because of the spikes. So Mia, thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. So, what Michelle was saying about making a decision. And really, it is so key to what is happening in our business. Dawn and I had pretty much been at a stable MC2 volume, and I may have already shared this, but it was like that for several years. It was not really moving, maybe a couple thousand here or there, but it was pretty much MC2 stable, like stabilization. And hitting or being in Kansas City, I just left that event saying we will be MC3 this month. I just left it, and I looked at Sean. We fist pumped. I looked at Mark Shinsato. We fist pumped, and we ended September at 24,000. And by making that decision, it wasn't just us; it was our team, but it got everybody excited. And by making that decision in the span of time of leaving Kansas City to the end of October, we jumped to 43.7. I mean, that was insane to us. It was just like watching things happen. And it finally made you realize this is what it's like to feel the momentum of a team working together. So you don't feel like you're pushing that boulder up the hill all by yourself. It feels so beautiful to know that your team is excited, and that you're helping them build their belief and know what's possible for them to change their lives. And it's just, it's so exciting. And there's things happening, there's more presentations that are happening. And this weekend, I've got a presentation, Dawn and I both, with Robin and one of her new consultants down on the Cape on Saturday, and then another presentation with Robin on Sunday. And we're working on stuff with BB, who's also on the Zoom here. And it's so exciting when things start to happen, and people feed off of the excitement. It's not just us; it's collaboratively what is going on in this company and in this movement. People are feeling it and seeing it. So we must talk about the opportunity because it's what's helping people be free.
People are looking. People are looking too. That's awesome, Mia. I love that you said that because I bet we can all say the energy of LifeVantage has been different, right? There's just because there's this excitement, there's the team aspect. I love that you mentioned that, Mia, and that's just beautiful.
If
So
I could just pick up on
yeah,
that team aspect, the really fun thing at the end of October was what, plenty of people experienced, but we hadn't really experienced it, to be honest, which was the last couple of days or 3 days or so, whenever we hit MC3, instead of scrambling to try to hit it, we were able to lay back and help other people reach their goals. That's a really, really great feeling when you can start doing that. And so just really grateful for that. That said that if you're not having fun doing this, you're doing something wrong. And it was fun. So
I love that. I love that, Don. And remember, we've heard several times, I don't know if it was Eric Worre or just an old saying, success leaves clues, right? So look at what worked last month. Look at all the things that were working, and we just keep repeating. So yeah, Michelle, did you unmute?
I did mute. So I was just writing to Dawn that it really is about helping others. It's about taking yourself out of the equation. I mean, so many times we join network marketing for our reasons, but eventually if you can get to a point where it's really about helping others, then it becomes more fun because it's not so self-serving. Of course, we love to succeed, but in my last company, I was one of the people that was always winning awards and I was always on stage and and I didn't like it because I didn't want it to be about me, but I had to then remember that I was just a representation of the team because I said yes and I shared with other people. And so I had to reframe my story that it wasn't about me showing off. It was about me leading a team of people. And that was one of the blessings of being the leader of starting something was getting some recognition. And being a humble servant is way different than being, an egotistical servant. And so I believe you're all humble people here. That's part of the reason I'm here and not there. But it's really important. I do want to talk a little bit about goal setting. Do you mind if I go there, Isa?
Please, no, please do.
So everyone, I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen. And as you guys, some of you know, I was a Tony Robbins coach for a couple years, and I'm going to give you some. Some of you know this. You've been to Tony events, but I'm going to actually have you. We're going to talk about goal setting. One of the things that people do is they usually start with the how, like, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. And it's like the list of what you think you have to do overwhelms your life. And then you just pick somewhere to start and go. And that's where most people start. I actually want you to put your paper landscape, and I want you to draw 3 columns for me. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So for all the perfectionists out there that have to have the measurements of the lines, just 3 lines. And we're going to start in the middle column. And the middle column, I want you to spend some time with this, is what do you really want? And so for me, what I want is I'm going to share mine because I don't know yours and I'm your example right now. I really want to make over $9,000 with LifeVantage income every single month so that I can choose to how I spend my days. Now, do I want more than $9,000? Yes, I do. But 9,000 is my baseline of what I have to make in order to pay my bills. So, and so what I want is $9,000. And you want it to be smart. You want it to be specific. We can measure $9,000. We want it to be specific, measurable, action oriented. I have to take action. Nobody else can do it for me. And then it has to be realistic. It is realistic because I know people that are doing it, and I can see their checks, and I know how they're spending their money actually. And then time defined. So I want to do it by next by August 1st, 2025 is the date that I want it done by. Because my daughter is graduating from high school and she is going off into the world, and I'm moving in with my boyfriend August 1st next year. So I want to be free by that time where I choose how I spend my days. So I have a deadline that I'm running to. So that's the middle column. Make sure it's specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, which realistic, I think we set rules around realistic, and I would ask you just to like really address what are your rules around realistic, because I think we can go ranks, not rank, if we really put our focus on it. And then time defined. So there's any questions about column 2, middle column, what you want? Okay, column to the right is why, it's your purpose. Why do you want it? So there's 3 words I'm going to throw at you in this column. So you're going to put one at the top of the column, one in the middle of the column, one at the bottom of the column. The first one is how will you feel when you get what you want? And for me, I'm going to feel free. I'm going to feel powerful. I'm going to feel vibrant, and I'm going to feel excited and happy. And then the second word down the middle of the page is mean. So the far right column, what does it mean? It's going to mean that I did what I said I was going to do. It's going to mean that I have choice. It's going to mean that I will choose how I spend my day and who I work for. It's going to mean that I will have time to go to an exercise class and take care of myself, is what it's going to mean, right? Because so many times I'm so busy right now, not making $9,000 that not $9,000 with LifeVantage, that sometimes I just work, and I don't make time for myself. So it's going to mean that I'm at choice, is what it's going to mean. And then the last word in that column is become. Who do you become? I'm going to become free. I'm going to become a leader of, entrepreneurs. I'm going to become a wife who retires her husband. Ha, how about that? I'm going to become, I would say, more relaxed in my approach to life. And I'm going to become the mom again, I will have grown all my children, and I'm going to be an empty nester loving my life. I love this so much. So that is what I'm really working for. Yes, Don.
Sorry, I just want to understand. So I understand column 2. These 3 things are in column 3 as subcategories of
Oh,
column.
yep. So we haven't touched column 1 yet. We only
Okay.
started in column 2, which is what you want. And then we went to the second column, it's the right-hand column, which is the purpose, and there's feel, mean, and become.
That's
We
the
haven't-
third column. The first column we haven't hit.
Yeah, so but we start in the middle column. So the middle column is 1, the right-hand column is 2, and the left-hand column, which you're calling the first column, is actually 3, because you want to go in that order.
Okay.
Okay, so we start, middle is 1, right-hand column is purpose is 2, and the left-hand column, which most people in the world would call column 1, is actually column 3, and it's what's your plan. And so this is where I want you guys to spend time, actually schedule an appointment with yourself in your calendar and map out what is it you have to do in order to become the person that has got this goal. And so for me, the plan is I need to schedule my self-care now. I don't need to wait until I have $9,000 coming in. I need to do it right now. So that's one of my plan items. I have to know where my $9,000 is going. And so I create a budget now as if LifeVantage is paying me $9,000. So I know where the money's going to go. Because when you have a place for the money to go, the money will come to you. When you don't know where the money
Okay.
will go, you won't have a plan for it. There was a question. Maybe not. Okay. Does that make sense? And then you must go down your plan list and go, okay, what's most important right now? Well, for me, self-care is most important right now. So I would want to go on to my schedule and put in my calendar my self-care time right now. And then maybe I
I'm on
schedule,
another call. I have no idea to go.
okay, I'm gonna,
Debbie, you need to mute. Thank you very much.
I muted her. I got it. So, and then the next thing I might do is schedule an hour in my calendar where I make that budget plan. The third thing might be, yeah, I mean, it means that I need to call my team and I need to have personal conversations about their goals and dreams. And so that's something I can do right now is just schedule a person every day and be like, okay, what is it you're working for? So Amy's on here. I know what Amy's working for. I know the money she needs. I know her immediate goal and I know her income goal to replace her job. I know Layla's goals because I set goal setting meetings with my team, but there are people on my team I don't know their goals. So I need to call them and do some one-on-one meetings. So again, you start in column 2, what do you want? You go to the right hand, why do you want it? It's your purpose. And then how do you feel? What will it mean? And who will you become? And then number 3 is what will you do? And most people start in column 3 with what are you going to do? And they're doing, and they don't really know because the fire in goal setting is under the purpose. Why do you want it? Who will you become? How are you going to feel? What's it going to mean? So when you're feeling unmotivated, like you might feel unmotivated that we don't have GLP-1 right now, and you're like, there's my volume's down or like whatever. Well, again, I'm focusing on what it's going to mean, and I'm selling GLP-1 right now as if it were in stock. I'm telling people get on the list now as if you wanted to be the first person in line and order it now. And so where focus goes, energy flows. And so for me, I'm not letting this affect me. I'm still selling it. Like I've sold a lot this month because I know that it's going to be in stock in literally probably less than a month. And those people are going to get it first and they're going to then start January pumped and jazzed, ready to go. So I don't know. Has that helped anyone? Yay, Rosa. Thank you. And if you guys, if
Go
you
ahead.
need help with this later, you can always ping me and like, and sometimes, maybe sometime we'll make time to do this, but there's actually an exercise where I can take you through where you're not necessarily like in your head, you're in your heart. And you can actually see yourself as the leader you want to become. And when you can see it, you can create it. And so you must make time to visualize it and see it and feel it and embody the emotions of it now. That's how they say like you have to be it now. So you must like really figure out what it is you want and then work towards every single day being that right now. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for your comments. Yes, heart. Appreciate it. Yay. All right. Love you guys. Isa, what else you got, my love? We got just a few minutes. Let's see if anyone else has any questions or anything right now.
Yeah.
I do have a question, but it has nothing to do with this. It has to do with the shareable discount coupons.
Yeah.
Are they showing up for you guys yet in your back office, or the old ones still there? Because I'm not seeing the new ones yet. Do we know what time the new ones show up?
I think they said 11 o'clock.
Mountain. Okay, great. So that would be 1 o'clock our time. Thank you.
You're welcome. What else? What else? Are you guys having fun with this is my question. Are you having fun? If you're not, it's okay. And it's okay to say, no, I'm not having fun. This feels like struggle or this is work or and it's okay because there are times where I don't feel like I'm having fun. And what I have to do is go right back and be like, I must shift this now in order to have fun. Like, what can I do to have fun right now? And so if you're not having fun, it's okay to say you're not. Like, but we can work on that. Anyone not having fun? Oh, good. I'm glad.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. Everybody,
Hey,
yeah.
Michelle, can I share something really quick?
Share anything.
Yeah, I want to share about so I love this exercise that you just took us through. I love the whole Tony Robbins and feeling like a giant. So thank you for sharing this with us. I love that we're doing these exercises on this call. And to help the team with respect to what's your plan, we're holding a workshop next week on Monday, December the 2nd, from 1 to 2, 1 hour. And during that seminar, it's going to be a marketing mastermind. It's looking at how you're going to tell this story. It's helping you tell this story through social media and having a quick plan. So perfect timing for this exercise because next week, 1 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour, and it's only $47. Only $47 for that seminar, 1 hour to really come up with a plan and have some tips, some marketing tips that you can use to create that plan. And if you want to create a flyer, then we can look at how you can create the flyer. What does that look like? What do you want to say in that flyer to make it a story? If you're trying to, that is, if you're having an event, if you wanted to post something amazing on social media and you want to tell people about GLP and tell them your story and show them your photos and you want to really communicate it in a certain way, come to that seminar. So if you're interested, just click on the message on the chat. Let me know that you're interested and I will send you the information. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosa. Awesome. And guys, we all have different skills and different gifts. And so, when like one of mine is presenting for sure. And so our GLP-1 sessions, they're still open to all you guys. They're weekly and just know you're welcome and invite guests. So now we did go down through a lull where we had no guests. Like for the last week, we've had no guests, but I'm still showing up and I'm still doing the meetings. I don't care if there's a guest on there or not, because it makes me the best presenter there is when I practice. So I still show up and I still do it. I don't care if there's a guest. And so because it's scheduled in my day, and so it's just making me a better presenter. So if you guys want to come on and just craft your skill, I can give you the slides and you can present. So let's grow together. Like it's not about the guest. It's about showing up and doing what you say you're going to do. Yep. Thank you for the heart. I love it. And guys, don't be discouraged when people say they're going to come or they say they're going to join and they don't. Like, it's about your energy. It's not about their energy. It's about your energy. Like, you are the one that is in control of how much fun you're having here at this moment in time. So, I'm like, if nobody comes, I'm like, hurrah, I got a free half an hour. Let's play. Like, it's fine. Where some people be like, damn it, it's my 5th meeting and nobody's come. I'm like, nah. I'm like, that's a story. So I just don't tell bad stories. I don't know about you guys.
You're awesome. That's awesome, Mish.
I love something my husband just texted to me because it has to do with the goal, that what I want in the middle column. And we're on the same page, but he's downstairs and I'm upstairs and we both had the exact same goal. So anyway, that's fun.
You want to share it?
Sure, because it makes me accountable, just like
Yeah.
pumping this with Mark Shinsato and Sean Poe. It's I want to walk across the stage in global with him as EC1s.
You can do it. Yeah.
Absolutely. See it.
So what I want you to do is, do you have pictures of the stage?
Oh yeah.
So I want you to print those and like, then you have pictures of you and Dawn.
Yeah.
Cut them out, put yourself on the stage, put it all around your house. Put
Oh,
it
I
on
love
your
it.
phone, like practice the like Mia
Can we
and
use,
Dawn, executive ones, like,
can we use,
like practice the emotion of it.
can we use pictures of us actually on stage for other reasons and then make them for that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's no rules around dreaming. Right. But like, can you hear DJ Rankin right now being like, we've got Mia and Dawn, executive ones, and the crowd goes wild. Everybody, woo!
I
Everybody
can
go wild. Like,
I can 100% hear him mispronouncing our name. Yep.
exactly. Can you guys practice with me? Like, let's let them feel this now. Like, okay, we're gonna do it. So they are executive ones, new, never been on stage. Ready? And I want you to come off camera if you can. If you can't, fine. Then you happy dance where you're at. But like, we're all down in front. It's the first time they've ever done it. So ready? New executive ones, Mia and Dawn, Krishna. I can't say their name. Mia and Dawn. Yes, woo! Yes. Like, yeah. Like, this
You
is
guys.
how can you feel it? Can you two feel it? You just have to practice that over and over and over again until it's a reality. That's it. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
And with that energy, you dial the phone. And with that energy, you text. And so it's your energy that controls your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know I'm a spaz, but that's okay. You guys will get used to me.
I love it. Are you kidding? It's wonderful. It's
Uh,
wonderful. We have to feel that. We have to see
Hey,
ourselves
guess what?
there.
We're used to that with people named Michelle, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly. It happens. I'm like, it's just fun to play and be a child again. It's like,
Whether one L or two L's doesn't matter.
exactly. It's in the water.
They're
All right.
both Mishas.
Exactly. Okay. What else do we have, Miss Isa? Executive one, how did you feel? Let's go you, Isa. How did you feel when you were executive one? What's the words?
Amazing. I mean, amazing, period. Something I've been very aware of is that wherever we go, there we are, friends. And we all hear that like you have to be that person now. Mia and Don, you have to believe that you are now. And we've always heard that. And there was nothing that rang so true to me when it did officially happen, because I felt the same. And I was like, well, here I am. I'm still Isa. I'm wearing my black sweatsuit. I'm doing a facial, and that's the beauty of it, you guys. There was such a beauty in it that we have to work on ourselves now. We have to do all of the things so that we are that person now, because you're going to be the same person when you are that rank that you want to be. I will say that it's been healing some wounds for me, as far as recognizing that I think some of you may have heard me say I really wanted this to happen before my mom passed, because I felt like it would make her really proud of me. And yet I realized, like, she was proud of me anyway. She loved seeing me do this. She didn't care. She didn't even really know what that would mean. So it's helped me reframe a lot of things for myself. And I was wanting it before for the wrong reasons. I wanted it now for my team. I knew that it wasn't going to happen unless my people were excited. They were all getting what they wanted. And to hear Michelle talk about that paycheck shift for her, that's everything. And to have her not have to sit at a gym where she can't text or call anyone. So those are the things to me now that have shifted, Michelle, and I feel like I'm showing Scarlett what's possible too.
Yep. Let's go over to BB.
Hi. Hand up. Hi.
Hi everybody. I was just getting memories of some of the stuff that we used to do with Mia and Don when first of all, I remember when Don went to his first convention and he was first he didn't like all the hoopla, but then all of a sudden he fell in love with and then second, Mia and I don't know if Don was there, but we made vision boards and just doing those activities together were so inspiring and so much fun. And I've continued to do those. I have them hanging up in my office. So just a reminder of, sometimes getting back to the basics and just, reminding ourselves of what our memories were and the feelings we felt then and how we can inspire each other. So I thank you guys for helping me get back on track.
Welcome. And guys, I will tell you, one of the things I had to learn after my daughter died and I was working for myself at home for 17 years and I was like just by myself with myself all the time. And I had to realize that I only control my energy. No one else does. No one gets to make me feel any certain way. And I had to be the person that could pick myself up to go again. And so I had to learn, like, I love to dance and I love to like act fun and crazy. And I love to not wear shoes. And I love to, like do what I want to do when I want to do it. And so I am the only person that gets to control my excitement for this business. And so I had to learn, like, okay, what is it I need to do to get myself up again, to go again? And there are moments that I'm up and down, but with GLP-1, I'm much more even and it's easier to stay up with this product. So if you're not taking it, take it for that reason alone. And then from when you're, stable, then you can up level. And again, if I could tell you guys, like, and again, I have a little bit of an insight as a virtual assistant for many of the LV leaders where I get to know their businesses and I get to know their dreams and I get to know these people. So it's helped me know what's possible bigger. But I will tell you, I don't think I even needed any of that insight. Like, I know there's people out there that don't want to go to work on Monday morning. And there's people out there who want to feel better about themselves. And so make it less about you and more about other people. And then literally just get on fire and light it up. Right? So, Rosa, you're muted, Lovey. Let's go.
I just want to say you're so inspiring, Michelle. Thank you so much. I gotta go. I would love to continue listening. Thank you for your energy. Thank you. This was great.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
everybody.
I think we're done, guys. We got 3 minutes if you can hang in. BB.
I just have one more question on the logistics of what to do when, like, if I'm not getting the new product till the middle of December and I, finish off at the end, in 2 weeks and there's a 2-week break. I mean, obviously I'll keep activating, but is there any other ideas?
So, BB, I want you to stand like Superwoman every single day for 2 minutes. That's legs open, hands on hip, like I'm Superwoman. Like, I want you to stand like this every day. And if that doesn't work for you, then put your hands up in the air like this. And literally, you're going to feel like a new woman after 2 minutes. And then you're going to literally be like, okay, this does as much for resetting your body as it does taking GLP-1. So you're in control of your physiology as well as your focus and your mind. And so it always starts with physiology. Tony doesn't just make this up because it's a good way to sell products. Your physiology, if you can't, and if this doesn't work, then just dance a little bit. And like, that's literally like you are in control of your physiology. I'm telling you, you're going to feel better dancing every single day. Like, I already feel better right now. Like, that you're going to do a little cha-cha. Like, come on, you guys, you're in control of your own emotions, feelings, and it starts with your body. So I'm standing right now. I don't know if you guys are standing or sitting, but I'm standing. And my energy might be different than yours. So I stand. I have a standing desk for this reason, because I want to control my physiology, right? So just physiology first. GLP-1, take it energetically. Like, imagine this is a GLP-1 and you're going to take it in every day. Like, you can energetically take it right now.
Good point, Michelle. And
everything's made up. Make it up yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no rules. You get to make the rules of your life. Like, unlimited people think unlimited thoughts. That wasn't me. Just so you know, that was wisdom from somewhere else that just flew through my mouth. Those weren't even my words. So you might write that down. Unlimited people think unlimited thoughts. I don't know where that came from. Just so you know, that was God speaking right through me. All right, guys, it is time. Does anyone else have anything? Layla, love you, dear.
Love you too. You did amazing. Amazing, Michelle. And I'm seeing you transforming. Man, oh man, you are the product of the product. I just love it. And I'm so glad I'm here. I just need to get this voice together. It's just crazy. It's driving me nuts.
And you know what? Maybe it's a test to do it without your voice. Figure out a different way to do it.
Oh, you know what? There are no accidents, right? There's a reason for everything.
I have to show you guys. I'm going to stand up now because I'm now leaning over. These are size 8 pants. Woo, woo, look at my hips are smaller.
Yeah.
You girl.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. With that, we're going to sign off. Love you guys.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Isa.